Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about delves, and more specifically we're going to talk about delves in patch 11.1 and season 2 of delves. And there are a ton of fantastic updates coming in this patch, including some changes that very much have been requested for a long time. So yeah, this is going to be a long one, but before we jump into all of that, guys, I do want to shout out the sponsor of this video, and that is boot.dev. This video is sponsored by boot.dev. Boot.dev is an online self-paced platform where you can learn back-end web development from start to finish in Python and Go programming languages. They know at boot.dev that the smartest way to learn code is to make sure you're never bored. And you can't learn code without actually writing a lot of code and building real projects. What I love about boot.dev is that it's gamified learning code. You earn XP, levels, achievements, and complete quests to get a top spot on the global leaderboard. There are even bi-monthly boss fights where the community rallies together and gains bonus XP for each lesson completed during that event. So if you're interested in boot.dev, you can use my code MrGM to get 25% off your first entire year if you choose the annual plan. And thanks again to boot.dev for sponsoring this video. Right, so yes, patch 11.1 is coming extremely soon, and with this update comes a update to delves. Delves obviously being a major evergreen feature to the game, so we kind of expected a lot of changes over time, and yeah, patch 11.1 brings tons of them, including 3 new delves, or 2.5, I guess you could say. So we have 2 proper delves and a challenge delve. The first one is Side Street Sleuths. This is a new delve underneath Undermine. It has 3 different stories. You have All That Glitters, Mr. Delver, and Teleporter Tantrums. This is a cool delve, very unique in the design of it. It's just kind of underground in some tunnels in the sewers of Undermine. So I really like that one, but I actually do like the second one more, and that is Excavation Site 9 with 3 different stories. You have Lost Excavators, Black Blood Prophets, and Rowdy Rifts. This is a new delve located in the bottom right hand corner of the Ringing Deeps in a new area which has been added in 11.1. This is very much an open plan delve, which is really awesome and unique, and yeah, it just feels really nice and different to all other delves. Very much a big fan of that one. And as mentioned, there is a challenge delve, so the new challenge boss this season is the Underpin. As you'd imagine, this is probably available in the 2 difficulties that we had with Zekthir. This is just simply going to be the season 2 version of that, and that is located in the Undermine as well. So yeah, 2.5 delves in season 2, which is great. We're also getting some updates to previous delves. Of course, the previous delves will be returning in season 2 with different updates to some of the mechanics. So for example, these spores in Fungal Folly and other such delves are no longer targetable, and they just kind of blow up when you're standing near them. They do respawn though, which is a bit annoying, but they do seem a little bit more manageable, that you can just kind of stand near them, they blow up, and that's kind of it, or you can get away if you like. The candle delves are similar. Instead of holding the candle, you now throw the candle and pick it up as you run around. I'm not a fan of this, but I would imagine some classes probably are, so yeah, that's a little different there. In other such delves, the web patches that summon the Rubians will now just be eggs and continuously respawn, which might have been a bug at the time when I did it, but yeah, that seems to be something that's happening. On the underwater delves, you can now purchase underwater breathing for 200 gold if you'd like to do that, if you don't already have something to help you out. And in the Nightfall, Sanctum, and similar delves, the circles which go in and out are now lines. So yeah, you want to just avoid those as you did with the circles, but yeah, it definitely changes the dynamic of the delve. So it's really nice to see some of these core mechanics of these delves getting changed, which is nice. There are also new stories being added, so the majority of the delves have 1 to 2 new stories being added to them, which also changes the dynamic of the delve with different NPCs and different challenges and things like that, which is awesome to see. You're also going to see Nemesis minions coming in, of course, the Underpin being the new boss. Zekthir's gone, so you're going to have some goblins roaming around some of those delves, so keep an eye out for those, and that's going to increase the rewards at the end of your delve as well. As for powers and rares, so there are new powers inside the delves. Some of these powers do modify Brann. Yeah, Brann's coming back. We'll talk about him in a minute. But yeah, you're going to have some new powers here. Some of them are actually similar to curios that you get for Brann, so yeah, very interesting there. And finally as well, Bountiful delves are getting a bit of an update with the rotation. So Bountiful Delves will now rotate through the original launch delves until all of them have some time in the sun, and then the new ones will become bountiful. So keep an eye out for that on the rotation of Bountiful Delves. So let's go into Brann. Brann is returning in Season 2. Originally, this wasn't the plan, but Brann is actually coming back for Season 2, and he'll be back in Season 3, but I believe in Midnight we will get a new Delve companion. One of the big things in Season 2 is that Brann has lost his hat, and every run and death, you'll get a new hat on Brann. So keep an eye out for Brann and his silly hats as you run through these delves. You can get his old hat back once you defeat the underpin, but you can make him change it back to random hats if that's something you enjoy afterwards, which is a nice option there. But as for Brann progress, you're actually getting all of your curios wiped in Season 2. There is a kind of story part to this where the underpin has stolen them all, but yeah, all of the curios will be gone, so you will be obtaining them, and some new ones. There will be some new goblin-themed curios coming in. As for his level, he is staying the level that you've leveled him currently, but his new max level will be level 80, but it will be significantly faster to level from 1 to 60. So if you haven't got Brann to 60, don't worry too much about that. There is going to be a catch-up in Season 2 and 11.1. But one of the big things for Brann this season and beyond is that he's now going to be able to tank. Yes, Brann will tank with a pistol and a shield. Now, he doesn't pull for you, at least not right now on the PTR, but he does take the aggro. So if you pull, he will take all the aggro from you. But this is more designed, in my experience, for healers. You know, he's kind of squishy, so you kind of have to just keep him up quite often. But it does also work for DPS if you are DPSing enough, and he will just take all of that aggro from you. But yeah, certainly something that is changing quite rapidly on the PTR. So we'll see how the kind of tank Brann works out, but it is really fun to see them adding that as a specialization for him. It's going to help out healers a ton more than anyone else. As for loot in delves, we are of course getting a higher item level, dropping in delves because of Season 2. The vendors for delves in Dordogne will get an update as well, so the vendor gear is now Veteran, which was previously Adventurer, and will cost you undercoins as before, and will require a seasonal journey unlock. These are not new appearances, so you don't need to rush to buy the Season 1 ones. It's just going to be the same appearance, just a higher item level. As for the actual delves themselves, tier 9, 10, and 11 will now reward more runed crests, which is nice to see, and they've now added it that tier 11 delves will reward gilded crests up to 3 times a week in a separate chest to the bountiful delves. So you do have to complete this with revives remaining. On the PTR it's a little bugged, but that is what the tooltip says, and you can get a total of 21 gilded crests per week from the chest at the end of tier 11, so definitely worth doing that if you can take on tier 11 delves. The other thing as well, just to add, is that you will have to unlock the delves again. So when the season starts, you will start at tier 4. You have to complete tier 4 with revives remaining to get tier 5, 6, 7, etc. That's just going to be kind of a seasonal thing, I suppose. Just because the difficulty changes and things like that, it makes sense. The Great Vault is not getting any changes. That is going to remain as it is. So tier 8 will be the highest tier of gear from the Great Vault, but the change to the other higher delves is just regarding crests. In Season 2, your coffer keys will be reset, so make sure you're using them right now before the end of the season, because they are going to get reset when that season starts. As for Delvers bounty maps, you may have got some of these during Season 1, but as of Season 2, they are increasing the chance of them, but you will only get 1 a week to get that kind of higher item level item at the end of your delve. So yeah, nice changes there in regards to the Delvers bounty. Of course, if you are going to be doing tier 11s, it's nice to be rewarded for that. More importantly, Cosmetic Rewards. So as of PTR, undercoins are getting wiped. Now, I don't know if this is PTR being PTR. Blizzard haven't said anything officially just yet, so hold on to them for now. Hopefully Blizzard do come out with a statement regarding undercoins, but as of PTR, they are being wiped in Season 2. The vendors in Season 2, however, will sell the appearances of the sets and weapons from Season 1. So yeah, if you haven't collected all of those, you can buy those from the vendor in Season 2 for undercoins. You've also got some new cosmetic items like a goblin-themed back piece and some brand new toys. Also, the Delver's Disguise. So this says that you equip a Delver's Disguise, greatly reducing the range that enemies will detect you, only usable in Delves in Kaz Algar. So that's super interesting there. They're also adding some new unlocks for the Delver's Dirigible mount, the Season 1 mount. So you can get white paint, a spoiler, a drill, glider, and turbine unlocks, all for undercoin in Season 2. But the Delver's Dirigible is not going to be your Season 2 mount. You are getting a new mount, and this is the Delver's Gob-trotter mount. Now, this does use the same model as the Season 1 mount, but it does have different customizations. This is obtained at the start of the season from a very, very quick quest, so you're going to get this very quickly at the start of the season. There are different rewards for this, which are all related to the seasonal journey, similar to the way that are unlocked right now with Season 1. And there is a golden variant of this mount for completing the Challenge Delve, the Underpin boss in Season 2. But yes, speaking of Season 2 and the seasonal journey, I mentioned it a couple times, this is returning in Season 2 with the kind of similar progress to Season 1, so you're going to have a bar there with various different rewards. Some of these rewards include customizations for the new gob-trotter mount, purchasable restored coffer keys, you have the Delve Obot 7001 toy, which actually teleports you to a bountiful delve with a 1-hour cooldown, which is an awesome toy. I love that. Of course, as well, as mentioned, you will have the ability to buy the veteran gear, and the final reward for the seasonal journey is the Nightfall Sanctum Warbound character background. So if you don't know, you will be able to change the background of your character select screen, and the unlock for this is the Nightfall Sanctum one. So yeah, very much looking forward to seeing what that looks like. So finally, let's talk about achievements. There are some new achievements coming in patch 11.1. You have a new achievement to complete every delve as a tank, healer, and DPS. So similar to the dungeon one, you're going to have a delve one. You do have sturdy chests inside the new delves, so keep an eye out for those. And there are new rewards for the Copious Coffer achievement and the Key to Madness achievements. So these are to use a certain amount of keys. This is a new 3D back piece in 2 colors, which looks like a key. So yeah, that's very awesome. Glory to the Delver, and such achievements that exist right now in the game are continuing to exist, so don't worry too much about those. So yeah, just a couple new achievements in 11.1. So yeah, that's it. That is all of the changes coming to delves in patch 11.1. Very much looking forward to delves in Season 2. They've made some really good changes here. Seeing Tank Brann come in, being able to purchase some of those cosmetics, the higher item level rewards as well is really great. So yeah, very much looking forward to delves in Season 2. So guys, let me know down below what you think of delves in Season 1, and what do you think of the changes coming in Season 2? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. But guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I'm also on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter, MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And also, I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you do want to see me streaming 11.1 PTR, Season of Discovery, any sort of World of Warcraft, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.